welcome back. You're still watching Technoholik. Now, all of us are on Twitter, Facebook, and a bunch of other social networking websites, but most of us pride ourselves on the number of Twitter followers that we have. Hey, Ashton Kutcher has more than 1 million people following him. But there's analysis on the internet, intelligent people conversation, and they're saying that the number of followers that you have is not important at all. So what is important? Sudhir Seyag tells us exactly that in the next show.
Yes, here you are, and there's Twitter, Facebook, and all those other social networks. Hopefully your office gives you access to them, you use them, you get a great deal of followers, and hey, you think you're influential on the web. Well, not quite. Enter Klout and Peer Index, two social media influence analysis platforms that will actually determine your influence for you. And they've become the default standard for judging your social media influence on the web. What do? Well, they analyze your activity, the content you tweet, how much they acted upon, your followers, and they come up with a consolidated score which tells you how much of a rock star you really are on social media. Not only this, they also tell you what topics you're influential on and what your independent style on social media is. All of this is important. They all add up to that all-important score, which in many ways determine if all that time you spent on social media was actually put to productive use. High time you took these platforms seriously. Well, we'll tell you how you can make them work to your advantage.
Okay, so the man who gave us all the information on Klout and Peer Index is now on the show with us. Sudhir Seyag joins me in the studio.
Hello, Radhika.
Sudhir, thank you so much for being on Technoholik. Long time no see.
Always a pleasure. Good to be back on Technoholik. Good to be back with the techie folks. And please work on your Klout score. Work hard until night. Take advice from Radhika.
Before we get to improving the Klout score, there's Klout, there's Peer Index. Why two and really what?
So usually in life there's always the American way of doing things and always the British way of doing things. So if you are a very chatty sort of soul and you like chatting away and you like replying and we all know those sort of conversations happen on Twitter.
Right.
But Peer Index sort of takes it to the other extreme. So if you tweet twice a month or thrice a month rather than 30 times a month, it's actually valued in some strange way because they're looking at the links you give out as well. So if you tweet, say, with ET Now's link, you'll do well. It's a very credible resource. Or Radhika's, it'll do well.
What's your Klout score?
So 59.
Oh,
not bad.
Very good.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, it's been increasing a lot. So I must tell you, I must be honest, it's increased significantly after I found out about Klout. So if you don't know about Klout, tough luck.
I want to go and go to my next job interview.
Sure.
Are they going to look at my Klout score and then say, okay, if your Klout score is more than 50, then you're the right person for this job? Is this going to be that kind of phenomenon?
So I think it's going to be really sector specific. If you're working as a chartered accountant or as an investment banker, if you have a high Klout score, it might go against you, right? They don't want you to be discussing deals with the whole world. But if you're, say, working in media or PR or you're sort of giving opinion, it sort of certainly helps. My opinion is that people are going to check this more, and it's going to help with those 2-3 things. Not that it's more important in LinkedIn or Facebook, but it's another parameter to throw in there.
Now that you talked about LinkedIn and Facebook, is it going to be such a thing that, most people when you go for job interviews, definitely take a look at your LinkedIn profile and your Facebook profile.
Right.
Is Klout going to be the next thing?
So, I was recently on Klout just now, and they already launched the Klout Chrome app, right? So you go onto Twitter, and you see your Twitter stream, and the Klout score is right there.
Oh, okay.
So it's already obviously being integrated already. So very soon it will be integrated in LinkedIn as well. Coolest part about Klout is the perks, right? So if you're actually doing good stuff on Klout, you could be upgraded. So I met Mahesh Murthy, the famous investor and entrepreneur, and he said that he was flying back from Thailand.
Okay.
And they saw his Klout score and they said, "Hey, Mr. Murthy, get on to business class."
Oh, that is something that would definitely
So I've been offered a free Spotify account. The economy is just improving and their perks are in short supply, right? And
if
petrol
prices
are increasing. We need perks. Let's be honest.
If I get upgraded to business class just because of a tweet, I will do it. So now that you got me completely interested, how can I improve my score on Klout and on Peer?
So firstly, I must be honest that there's no scientific way of answering this question, only because it's new. But according to the analysis I've done and what I've read, so here goes, right? So Klout, firstly, please give Klout attention. Get on to Klout. Connect everything. Twitter, Facebook, Quora, the works. If there's a new one you're starting, connect that to it, right? So that's first point number one, right? On Klout, please tweet very regularly, right?
Very regular.
So
Is this specific kind of tweets or just tweet anything that you normally do?
So it's better if you tweet, say 70-80% around a certain topic, because let's
Right.
face it, they have 16 in the matrix. They have 16 different parameters, right, from pundit to specialist to conversationalist. Now, if you're a tastemaker or a specialist, you're sort of taken a little more seriously,
Right.
rather than you being a casual conversationalist and things like that. So try and tweet majority of your tweets around a certain topic so that people think you're not a bot. Try and get more people to retweet. Try and get more people onto Klout. And the more you log on to Klout, your influencers get a plus K.
Ah.
So there's this virtuous cycle that is increasing. So that really helps.
Tweet on Twitter regularly, get people to go on to Klout, and everything will be fine. Now, since you're saying
Right.
that you have to hook up everything to Klout,
Yeah.
what if, like, I have to get on to Klout, hook up my Twitter account,
Absolutely.
hook up my Facebook account?
Hook up your
But if
start
I don't
LinkedIn,
do any
Quora.
of this and I just try to get analysis,
It's not very easy. So just to give you an example, before I hooked up my stuff, I was 46, right? And I hooked it up, and 3 days later I'm 58.
Oh.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Exactly. So you have to give it attention. And also, what's important are the people who are retweeting.
Right.
So if a retweeter who has a higher clout is retweeting,
Right.
so
Your score goes up.
Score goes up as well, right? So these are these various parameters. What doesn't work on Klout at all is if you tweet, say, 3 times a month.
Ah, okay.
You're out.
You're out.
There's no way.
You might as well just not go on Klout.
Exactly. You have no Klout.
You have no Klout. You absolutely have no Klout.
Yeah.
So this works very well for Twitter.
Right.
Does it work equally well for Facebook? Because let's face it, people don't post very interesting stuff on Facebook.
And I'm still trying to figure out myself why Facebook is there, right? Because if I'm talking about a random photograph or some beach or some pretty girl, how does it matter? I mean, how is it linked to?
Your Klout score does not depend on that.
Exactly. Or I'll be called a tastemaker.
I see. Tastemaker.
Yeah, I think LinkedIn is also going to be more important, because LinkedIn, more and more people are getting onto LinkedIn, and these guys are also taking LinkedIn more seriously. And Quora is also going to be more important. But this is in total contrast to the other one, which is peer index. It's the number of tweets to number of followers ratio is very important, right? So let's assume you're tweeting crazily, your followers are definitely not increasing the same pace to actually affect it. The funny thing about peer index is that their topic analysis only the Brits understand, because according to them, I'm a specialist in philosophy and taxation.
So you've never done taxes in your life?
I admit. Not
never done it.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
he never does taxes. So listening to all of this,
Right.
you're not completely sold on this idea yet.
No, I'm not. No, it's not. It's going to take a while because it's very new.
Do you think it's far-fetched enough?
No, I don't think it's far-fetched. There's some truth in it, more in Klout than peer index for sure. And mapping both of them could help. I think peer index honestly has a long way to go, because this links thing is clearly not working. It seems to be made only to ensure it can't be gamed. It doesn't really make too much sense. But Klout certainly is doing well, and Klout has already gotten brands involved for perks.
So if you had to choose between peer index and Klout, is it, if you just have a good Klout score, is that good enough?
I think that at this point is good enough, because in some way the things you have to do better in Klout, it brings your peer index score down.
You might as well just work on one service than the other. Road ahead for these days?
So I think road ahead for Klout at least is certainly HR, which you had mentioned. Then that's a big play. They're going to get onto LinkedIn. They're going to get embedded everywhere. And brand. I think more and more people are going to get involved. And like most web products, like startup products, you get users and business takes care of itself.
Final question. Technoholik rating on Klout and peer index. Addictive, mildly addictive, highly addictive.
I don't know. Did you check? I would say it's highly addictive.
It's
right?
highly addictive.
Right.
Sudhir Syal says Klout and peer index, these two services are highly addictive. Go on, log on, increase your Klout score, do whatever you can to improve all of these scores. And that's about all the time we have in this segment. With that, it's time to take a break on this segment of Technoholik. But coming up, what's happening in technology, which means it's time for news of the week.